Hi here. This is your first time with tarot cards. Wow. So here's what I do. Sometimes I pull tarot cards. Sometimes I pull oracle cards. Now, tarot cards, they kind of have a set meaning to them. You know, you got your cups, you got your pentacles, you have your wands, and you have your swords. You have, I believe, 22 major arcana cards, you know. And like, you know, we're just messing around. We're just seeing how things are going. Okay. My favorite card is going to have to be the Death card. Okay, now don't get scared. If you ever see the Death card, it's just talking about change. And you know, on this channel, we're all about change. So that's what I'm throwing out there. Some good positive vibes. Send me the Death card any day. Let me know that a transformation is about to occur. Now, other than that, you know, don't feel nervous. Don't feel nervous. This is your first time, right? Don't feel nervous. You know, if you're really nervous, go ahead and check out my other video that I posted today, okay? In that video, I talk about my first time, you know, asking the questions. My first time doing tarot, you know? So maybe that will, you know, calm you down, you know? It's a little nerve-wracking, I know, for some people because they let religion get in the way of a message, right? And not to say that you're letting your religious beliefs get in the way of this message, but you know, it makes you a little more standoffish. I can feel that from your aura. You know, it's not devil worshiping or anything. It's not the old board, you know. It's just, I'm just going to talk to you with the aid of my cards. Okay, now you came to me just for a general reading, okay? Just for a general reading, and so I like to do one of two things. So right now, because I'm new to tarot cards, I like to avoid tarot cards right now. Why? Because I'm just working off of intuition alone. I'm not working off of knowledge. And I feel like knowledge is very important for tarot cards. You know, we have some people, like, you probably don't want to hear the history of it, but we have some people on one end that say, you know, just work from intuition. We have some people that say, you know, you need to know the book definition. And I just feel comfortable if I had the book definition, because while I can connect to people, I still use my book occasionally. Okay, so if you see me pull out my book, it's not because I don't know anything, but it's because I want to give a clear message, and I have the memory of a chipmunk, okay? So you want a general reading, and I know, like, when we say general readings, you know, you want something general, but here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to pull out my love oracle cards and pull 2 cards from this to see about your love life, okay? I'm going to pull one of my soulmate oracle cards at the end to just give some more general advice. And I'm going to do a 3-card pull with my Sekoli oracle cards, okay? So these are not tarot cards. Or let me say it correctly. These are not tarot cards, but you know, they're still going to give you a message. And then as we continue to grow, you know, as we continue to get to know each other, I'll start pulling tarot cards for you, okay? So these are the Sekoli cards. You know, you can go ahead and touch them. I'll leave them right here. You can go ahead and touch them, you know, and look through them if you want me to, you know, go ahead and, you know, there's some interesting cards. They are very interesting. They show a lot of different messages. I believe, let's see if I can find my favorite message. I didn't see my favorite message, but this card right here, I quite like this card because it talks about mental health, being drained and everything. And I feel like every time I pull this card, I'm pulling about mental health, or I'm pulling about being drained and wanting help, or like mental, not necessarily mental illness, but stress and anxiety. This is what I attribute this card to. So I feel like it's a really strong card for when I'm pulling that, and I feel very happy that I can connect to this card. But let me go ahead, and how I'm gonna do this is past, present, and future. So let's see. A general reading for your past. General reading for your present. And a general reading for your future. Okay, this is interesting. How do I wanna approach this? Maybe I'll just go ahead and pull the other two cards, and let's go ahead. Like, no, don't get nervous. Do not get nervous. It's not bad at all. It's really not bad. But I mean, I can go ahead and start right now. So we have the card right here. The two girls with the one heart. I feel like that's like opening up to someone who's like kind of like your twin flame in a way, or a soulmate, you know, two people but one heart. I always say when I pull this card that it reminds me of two Fridas. If you ever seen that artwork, it's from Frida Kahlo. I always have a hard time pronouncing things, but Frida Kahlo, I believe she was a Hispanic painter, Hispanic artist, and she would draw herself on the one end wearing the traditional Teticana dress, and then on another end wearing like a more Americanized white dress. And she was just, you know, stating that although there's two different sides to me, we have one soul. So that brings me back to the idea of you have two different images of you that you portray to other people, but you're coming to the point where you're bringing all of those together. Like, just because you know, go to work and you don't speak a certain vernacular doesn't mean that when you go on weekend you don't speak a certain vernacular. You know, if that makes sense. So there's pretty much what this is hinting at for me is that there's two different parts of you that you keep very separate, but you're still the same person. And I feel like that happened a lot in the past. Like when you're around certain people, you would compartmentalize who you were around those people depending on who you're around, which is not a bad thing at all. Mind you, this is just intuition speaking, so the book might give me a little bit more information. On another end, I have the third card, and it's in reverse. I'm going to read it as it being in reverse. This is the queen kind of sitting back on her pedestal. Now, if this was upright, it would be talking about how having other people fight your fights, having other people kind of deal with your problems. When it's actually in the reversal position, it's also talking about not having other people fight your problems. It's talking about, how do I say this? You did something and it's coming back around to not necessarily bite you in the butt, but it's coming back around to make you aware that your actions have consequences. That's what I'm seeing with this card. So we're being like compartmentalizing ourselves, and you're getting to the point where something that you said is coming back to you, and you're going to have to deal with it head on. Like, you tried to deal with it in a passive aggressive way. No, that's not going to work. You're going to have to deal with it head on. This is your present card. I don't know what's happening right now, but like, I definitely know it's something that you can't just let happen and just smile it off. Okay, keep an eye on that. Another card that I'm looking at right now is my 22 card. It's in upright. It's talking about kind of like possession, like obsession, you know, holding on to all those red shiny balls because you don't want to let them go. You don't want someone else to hold them. You don't want someone else to, you know, take those balls from you. In this case, you know, it's actually like she's sharing her shiny red balls with the little, I don't know what that is, little deer, little mammal. Okay, she's sharing her red balls with the little mammal. You know, they're probably candy, very delicious, you know. And in this case, I see you in the future sharing a lot of what's personal to you with someone else, which is interesting because while this wasn't a love reading, after I pulled this card, I did pull out a soulmate card and an I like you card. So I feel like you're going to meet someone who likes you. A romance is blooming if you're not already with someone. It's going to be like, it's that person that you have fun flirting with, you're interested in. And as you get to the point where you share more of yourself with them, you're not holding on, being secretive, you're going to get to the point where it's really going to grow into something a lot more than you ever thought possible with that person. That's what I'm picking up with this one. You're definitely going to be meeting someone, or you're in the beginnings of meeting someone new. And I feel like that person has the potential to become a soulmate if he's not already, or he or she is not already coming back from the past. He or she is going to be made into a soulmate this time around. You know, like you're making a soulmate with this person, if that makes sense. I don't believe like soulmates are just set in stone. I do believe it has something to do with a past life connection, you know, and it just carries on into your new life. I believe that this person that you're, you know, with or talking with or being close with right now, because you're opening up to them so much, they will become a soulmate in your next life because you have a very strong connection with them. So one more thing that I want to do before you leave, okay, one more thing is pull out one of my Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards, okay? So let me go ahead and pull that card for you. Okay, and that card says start reclaiming who you truly are, which is very interesting because I feel like this kind of goes with, you know, your past, and your past can also be you know, your near present past. You know, what's going on right now is, I feel like you are putting out two different images of yourself, and both of them are not truly yourself, okay? Both of them are not truly what makes you you. You're just doing it to fit in with the situation. That's really making me want to go ahead and pull another card specifically for this present, but I feel like this is tying into your present. Reclaim who you are, because no one else can be you but you. As you know, as gimmicky, as Hallmark as that sounds, no one else but you can be you. So let me go ahead and pull another card. I just feel the urge to. Another thing is what I'm getting, and I'm just going to put this more so in the presence, is I feel like you are criticizing yourself a lot, okay? So it says stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. So that's something to remember. I'm specifically putting this right here in the present. I don't know why, but I feel like right now, when we talk about, you know, being passive aggressive and, you know, having other people fight your fight, things are coming back around and you're going to have to deal with it head on. You're going to have to deal with this fight head on. I think a part of that fight could be mental. You can't let other people fight your mental fight, you know, what's going on in your head, because other people don't know what's going on in your head. You have to, if you're having issues, now this is Mama Leah talking, but if you're having issues with interacting, you're having issues with, sorry about that, but you're having issues with your mental health, go ahead and get some help. Go ahead and get some help, and you will get all of the help that you ever need. I am so sorry about all of these people making up all of this noise while I'm recording. But go ahead and get the help that you need, and that's going to really help you out in the long run, okay? Next time I see you, you're going to have some type of counseling, right? You're going to go ahead and try to do all of these things that can help you out in the long run, right? That's what I hope for you. So, as you can see, tarot cards are not that scary. Tarot cards are not that scary at all. I mean, they're talking about a lot of changes that are going to be happening in your life, you know? So that's fun, you know? And I am so very happy that you let me be your first, you know, reading. I'm so very happy that you allowed me to read for you, because I want your first time to be, I don't know, memorable. Your first time to be magical. If you want another reading from me, girl, girl, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll do another reading for you anytime you want one, okay? Because I know when you're getting into, you know, tarot cards, and you're getting into oracle cards for the first time, it's a little bit scary, you know? And it's so exciting too when those synchronicities start to happen. It's so exciting. And I know, but girl, I need to go and get some cleaning done and go get ready and go to school. But I want to thank you for spending some time with me though. I just want to send you off with some positive vibes, and like, girl, you know where I am. Point blank, period. Okay, bye.